Hey guys, what's up? So my friend over here, KCX Creeper X, also known as Cement Eater, and I, last night started working on a project that we had originally made called Forks and Fire. It's a game set during the American Revolutionary War, and I'm just gonna give you guys the first ever little devlog. So, over here we have two current flags, the flag of, the United Colonies and the Betsy Ross flag. Those are just two of the flags we've made. Well, we didn't make these. These are actually the only free models we have right now. But we are working to get a British one, a French one, Hessian, all the stuff. Down here we have animations being worked on at the current moment. I'll show you those later. Here's the first ever carbine model we made. It was not the worst thing ever, but it was not by no means good. And we decided to scrap it because we got help from some people to make this cannon, this musket, and this saber. Over here we'll find the regiment section in just a second. This is an old model of the 10th Regiment of Foot. We're currently working on that one, but we'll get it done eventually, hopefully. We're trying to make them look more like the 1st Virginia Regiment right here, the Continental Regiment at the moment. You have a private, you have a sapper, you have a possibly musician, possibly rifleman, we're not sure yet. Right here you have a flag bearer, an ensign, and here you have your officer. So that's the 1st Virginia. That's the only regiment that currently exists in the game, but we are working on it. Over here looks like he's working on a saber animation. Over here we have a few of the hat models. Here's a militia hat, a officer hat. These are Marine officer hats, and there's a standard infantry hat and gear that is only used currently on the 10th Regiment of Foot old model. Over here we have a model that was exclusive to this. So, yeah. But now I'll hop right into the game and show you the animations. So, we have... This is not done, doesn't even do its animation yet. But the musket is what's working right now. So the musket, it's got sounds, and we don't have a shoulder arms animation yet, but we're going to work on it. But if you hit this, if you just click it, it'll fire and makes a sound. When you reload, we're working on also adding smoke to it for when that gets added. Maybe a crosshair eventually. We're very early in development right now, though, so yeah. There's an old map that I will show off here really quick. That is what the original game looked like. Let's see if I still have it here. Right here, unreleased Forks and Fire. So, it's been a while since we've opened this, so it might be a little slow, but the original game, a little shrine to my game, that was at Bull Run that we ended up getting rid of. But this is supposed to be the Siege of Boston. That'll probably be the first map, but this is the old map of Boston. So we have houses that were made by us. We have some sandbags, some wagons, a lot of free model stuff. But the houses were made by us, so yeah. Over here we have a British flag next to a courthouse. A very inaccurate flag, wasn't used during this time period. A port with like nothing on it. And back here was intended to be Bunker Hill, or just the hill that the siege happened from. You can see by the cannons. So I'll hop right in really quick just to show you what this looks like. So you just kind of randomly got assigned a team, and you can select your class. So you had a saber that did not work, and a musket that used to work. I think these both used to work, but now they just don't. Now, let me try the officer class. So the only uniform we had for the British was an officer. And we do not, and it seems like I cannot get on the American team, but it was just a militia uniform. They spawned over here. So yeah, that was the original Forks and Fire, but we have since begun revamping it, and we're going to make it, a real game that looks good for you guys. So, before I go, really quickly, donations would be greatly appreciated. We need it. All donations go straight to making the game. They don't go to either of us or any of the devs for that matter. It goes straight into buying clothing for the game, to make these rigs right here, making different, being able to pay developers. It all goes straight to the game, and it would really help us out. You don't have to, but if you have a few extra Robux laying around and you'd be willing to help us out, that'd be awesome. But anyways, that's just a quick devlog that we're hoping to see this game improve as we go into the future. You're currently working on the regiments and such, and then we'll get started on the first map, which if you want to, leave your suggestions for the first map in the comments down below. The only requirement for it is that it has to be a battle during the Revolutionary War that had the Continental Army involved, only British forces in the Continental Army, because we don't have a militia section yet. We don't have a French or a Hessian we only have the Continental Army and the British right now. So if you guys want to leave any suggestions down below on that, well, actually, it didn't have to be exclusive to like if it was the Continental Army and militia, then that'd be fine. But just if it no just single militia like Lexington or Concord. But anyways, if you guys want to suggest what the first map should be, we are taking suggestions, and we'd love to see what you guys think. So yeah, once again, if you want to help the game, donate, or just leave a comment below about what maps you think we should do. Alright, have a great rest of your day, guys, and God save the king, or something, I don't know. Free America, God save the king, I don't know. Goodbye.